Hi, I'm Alan. In this video, good morning, good evening, and good afternoon, everyone. Today is a very, very serious video that I have been meaning to make for a while now. There are some things in life that are quite unfortunate, and one of those things is not very fun to talk about, but I figured out I had to do it sooner or later anyway. No jokes are going to be made today, because this video is quite serious, and I want you all to take this very, very serious, because this is something that should not happen, okay? And what is the thing that should not happen? Well, the thing that shouldn't be happening is that levels shouldn't be going as silly as this. This is way too silly, and I don't appreciate that. Levels are a piece of art. They are something beautiful that we should all appreciate. Yet here we are with the Paradox team going all silly goober mode, and I don't really appreciate that. It's creating a laughing stock out of this community that puts so much time and effort into creating beautiful art pieces, and here they are making a fucking joke. And I don't like that. Today we're gonna be playing Today we're gonna be playing No Jokes. I'm gonna be taking you guys through it. I spent I spent like 5 hours here just learning this level. This level is really hard. We're gonna be going through this, playing it, having a decent time, and we're gonna be seeing how things go. I am scared hopeless out of this level. This level is terrifying, but it's a good time. It's a very good time. It's very fun. It's very enjoyable, but this is gonna be like a 2-week venture easily. If this takes me any less than 2 weeks, I'm the absolute greatest gamer of all time, and that's just a fact. So we're gonna hop into No Jokes. I'm gonna be taking you guys through it, talking a little bit about the level, talking about pinpointing a few things that I find a little bit tricky. That's besides the point. Let's hop into it. I've been diddle-daddling for way too long. This is very much one of those levels where the beginning is absolutely goofy mode, and you're gonna be seeing that with me just dying to the first click over and over again. Here we go. And then we have this little dual ship, which is like absolutely impossible. So what you have to do in this dual ship, if I can even explain it, is that you have to like recorrect yourself and then go through this strafe fly, which is absolutely impossible. Then you have to light tap this yellow orb super late, and then light tap this red orb, and it's just like So like from the very first split second of this level, you're already getting thrown into like top 3 difficulty gameplay like that. And then you get here, and then thankfully I'm pretty good at ships, so I'm not finding this like ship part very hard. Transition into it is a little bit rough though. And then as you can see here, this gap right here, you have to go through that while also getting up here with the ship, and it's a hold, and it's just like everything about this level is just so absurdly precise. As you can see there, very hard. And then you have the most impossible pink orb of all time. So I have like Acheron input right here. I don't know how they meant you're supposed to do this, but you have to go through this and then adjust yourself into this ship with like 10,000. What's the word for it? What is the word? I literally just thought of the word in my brain. My brain had the word in it for like 5 seconds. Momentum. 5,000 momentums. And even if I do think this ship part is like the easiest part of the level, it is still like super hard. You can probably tell how this level is gonna go for me. And then these 2 blue orbs are the hardest thing ever, because you have to click super duper ultra mega giga fast. I can't do them for some reason. They're just too fast, especially the second one. The first one is easy, right? Because you just click. The second one is impossible because you click fast. And then you do that ship, which is not too bad. That little ship at the end there is very not too difficult. And then this spider is thankfully not like super hard. It's like you just kind of like reasonable timings, right? And then this is another case of just like really fast input for whatever reason, where I just like die to it because I'm slow at times. And then this green orb. Okay, this green orb, I do not understand why it is as difficult as it is. This green orb, for some reason, I just can't do it. It's very hard. It doesn't look hard. If I go here again, there's a spike here and there's a saw blade here, and there's like billion blocks worth of just nothing here where you can go through. I still somehow just manage to mess it up every time, and I don't know why. It's just one of those things for me that it just is not my friend. I don't know why. You jump there. That's a buffer click. I don't know how they managed to make a buffer click in this level, but there's a buffer click. 1 buffer click. And then we have this jump, which is kind of hard. And then you have to hit this red orb in a very specific way. Otherwise, you die to that spike, and I don't like it. And then you get into this transition, which is absolutely horrible. And then this here is like the funny click. 41%. This black orb, the next click, and this dash orb, absolutely impossible. I don't know what they were thinking, because as you can see here, this is a really tight gap for a 4x speed input. I have a spike here and a spike here, and you have to go through that in 4x speed. How? I don't know. You just kind of like have to. Then you go here. And then get into the funny part, the drop, the best drop of all time. This drop is very goofy, very silly. It's very fun. I really like the drop gameplay in this level. I think it's super enjoyable. It's kind of hard, kind of silly, but it's, you know, this part right here. The drop into like the ship. So like past this little ball thing here, there's like 3 ball clicks. I think this is the hardest part of the level. I really struggle with this part. Why? I don't know. It's just a part that I really just can't get down for some reason. And it's like what I spent most of my attempts on yesterday. As you can see, this green orb. The hardest thing of all time. I don't know what it is about that green orb that's just really, really, really difficult for me. But this green orb is just the hardest thing ever. So what you have to do here, I realized it just didn't explain anything. You jump here between these spikes. You micro click from this platform. Double tap this blue orb so you land on the corner and jump immediately. You do a kind of high jump into this green orb. You can go between these spikes. And it's just... it's just very hard, okay? Oh, I almost passed it. Oh my god. Yo, definitely improving at this part though. Sleep buff has been doing a little bit of work. So hopefully, that means this part won't be as impossible today. And then this ship part is very weird. You just hold the entire way. You hit this, and then you do like a recorrection. So you can land into this mini yellow one, and then click that, and then you just hold. Like that. And then you get into the hardest wave ever created. Like, can you see what you're supposed to do here? No, you can't. It is absolutely ridiculous. But as you can see, this wave part is just the part ever. The entire drop, basically, the last 50% of this level is just one of those things that you just kind of like have to brute force muscle memory for. You just have to force yourself getting good at it, basically. This is a level that takes a really long time to get good at, and it's a level that just, it requires so much just like know-how of the small intricacies of each thing, right? And it is very hard. I can very easily see this like being like bloodlust difficulty, or even harder. This is currently number 74 on the demon list, which is very low, I think. It's about to fall off the main list. Bloodlust, for reference, is like 67, I think. It's not like that crazy to think that this is like bloodlust difficulty, right? And like that. I think that part is really hard. Like, the wave until this part is really difficult. I struggle with it a ton. Don't really know why. It's just one of those parts that for some reason, my brain just cannot compute properly. I was playing it pretty well now though, so I hope that sleep buff is like kicking in for that. And then we get into the ending. This ending is pretty fun. I really like this. I've done 74 to 100 like many, many times. I really, really enjoy this part. Like this entire ending is really, really goofy and really funny. But I don't know. This level is just really fun to me. Like, even if it's kicking my ass and I'm like barely able to do anything so far, I'm having a ton of fun just learning it, right? And then the last 10% is really hard because of this. What you have to do here is you have to go hit 2 of these pink orbs. So you fall down and then you have to hit this blue orb super late so you can jump off this block. And then you have to hold. So you jump from this block and then hit the green orb late after you jump off it. So you can hit this black orb, and then you hit the pink orbs, and then the yellow orb, and then you just and then you're done, right? You go 1, 2, like that. And then you jump the last 2 at the very end there. Pretty much everyone dies to 90. I don't think I've seen anyone not die to 90%. 90% is just one of those things that you just always die to. And as you see here, you do have to jump here. There are spikes here. I don't know exactly how they function or how they work. So this is a pad, then you hit the pink orb, and then you jump from that, and that's how you pass the part. So you can possibly die from it. Not very likely, but you can. Yes! I do have a very fun time playing this level. I'm very excited for it. Very serious topic at hand here. I cannot believe they have demolished the integrity of this game by creating something that just mocks the pure nature of the art form that is Geometry Dash. It's kind of disappointing. If you want to watch me try and complete this level live, watch over on Twitch, twitch.tv/AeonAir. I would really appreciate that. And don't forget to join my Discord server, discord.gg/AeonAir. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. Wish me luck. This is going to be hard. This is genuinely gonna take me a really long time to beat, and I'm very scared. But it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be a very, very enjoyable time. I'll see you guys later. Eat your gains to health. It's a hydrated. Thank you for making my day better. Hope my day was a little bit better too.